Hello and hopefully welcome back. In this video we will go through the second part of the chapter called Earthen Fissures. Now this is part of the Isle of Dorn campaign, and since it lasts or takes over an hour, I split it in two pieces. Okay, so in the previous video, in the previous part of this chapter, we helped out at Dornagal by checking on its residents after the Nerubian attack, and we cleared some rubble. After which we were introduced to the way the Earthen function as an individual, so with the memory gems, etc. And we were introduced to the society of the Earthen. So they showed us some important locations, as well as an introduction to the council. Now over at the council, we learned that we will need to find a person called Edelgon, Stoneward, to get some reparations for the coreway that leads deeper into Kazalgar. Okay, so once we arrived at Freywold village, where we could find Edelgon, we learned that they had been attacked by Nerubians as well, and an individual that looked like Moira had already gone on ahead and went to the mines where Nerubians had abducted Earthen. So we followed those footsteps, and they led us to Bran Bronzebeard, who already entered this delve, which is a new feature in this expansion. Okay, so we kinda stopped the video there, right before we entered the delve, so that is where we'll be picking up. So let's read through this again as a way to refresh our minds, or refresh our memory, I mean, since we don't have memory gems. The Nerubian attack, your meteoric fall, and now Balgrim is here? Balgrim needs more hands for his coreway, but I couldn't help even if I wanted to. My people are dying as we speak. Some were abducted by the Nerubians during the attack. You're not the first Outlander I've met. A small fellow like Moira arrived here earlier and wasted no time following the Nerubians. He took the path west to a nearby cave. I would be in your debt if you found my people. Oh yeah. So we journeyed to the Earthcrawl Mines Delve, which is, well, we are looking at the entrance right over here. We spoke to Bran Bronzebeard, we opened the Explorers League supplies, and we selected a combat role for Bran Bronzebeard, which was to be DPS for now. And I do hope I will survive, because this character is quite low on the eye level. Anyway, our next objective is to enter the Earthcrawl Mines. So let's do exactly that. Okay, so I'm gonna pick tier 1. Kidnapped Earthen. Nerubians have kidnapped miners from Freywold village. You will receive player experience, significant increase to player experience, as well as expeditionary spoils. May contain equipment, recipes, currencies, collectibles, and curios. Now, the higher the tier you choose, the better the item reward will be from these spoils. Okay, so we get tier 1, recommended for adventurers who want minimum challenge, and we get Nerubian webs. Webs reduce movement speed by 50% and periodically spawn ambushers while standing within it. In other words, avoid the webs. Enter.
Glad to see Adelgon finally sent us some help.
Alright, so over here we can see an extra quest. I'm not gonna be picking that up, but basically it's well, the objective is to clear this delve. Then you get a nice little reward. So this is not really part of the campaign, or sorry, the chapter, so I'm not gonna be doing that. However, what I am going to point out is throughout delves you will find these sturdy chests. Now, as you can see, I can no longer open them. That is because once you have looted them once, you will no longer be able to loot them. But they lead to, let me just think, no, I haven't recently done any of those. Find and open Earthcrawl Mines, where are we? Okay, find and open all sturdy chests hidden in Earthcrawl Mines, so you don't get any duplicates. but you can find a total of 5 chests inside this delve. And that achievement, as you can see, gets, well, not copied, but it's part of every
Let's
delve.
rescue these folks and avoid these webs.
Sure, Bran. So yeah, you get an achievement for that in every delve. Alright. So, our objectives are to obtain webbed hookshot, which is what we'll be doing first. This is the webbed hookshot. This device will allow you to hook onto Nerubian posts throughout the delve. And we discuss our plan with Pivk, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Ah, a new experience.
You must aid us. The Nerubians have taken the miners hostage. It's not a coincidence that we were targeted right after the core wave was destroyed. After all, we're the ones who can repair it. Help me traverse the mines, rescue my colleagues, and defeat these Nerubians. In exchange, I'll give you access to our treasure cache deeper in the mines. I'll guard the cart and help you rescue your friends. Once we do that,
May your choices.
no need to wait for storm riders. We'll handle this
Don't
ourselves.
step in those webs. Nerubians might pop out if you do.
As you can see in here, Bran gives you hints throughout the delve. Okay, so we are to rescue 4 miners, and we use the webbed hookshot on any grapple point. And as you can see, these arrows point toward a grapple point. Now let's first rescue this miner. Why would the Nerubians attack this mine? Oops. Why did I change? Okay. Huh. Okay, I don't really remember what I got on this character. Oh, okay, cool. Didn't remember that. Okay, so as you can see, Bran is already dealing quite a lot of damage. I'm not sure if I remember. Yeah, I did mention that. So Bran is already quite high level because progress toward these companions is shared across your entire account. So that might actually be great, and we'll speed things along a little bit.
They'll never be using that move.
Okay, so there's another trapped earthen. I heard explosions. Is the coreway safe? So once you rescue them, they go for the mining cart. Alright, so over here we will use the grapple point. So we don't have to traverse these webs. The Nerubians kept mentioning the coreway. Is it really destroyed? And to get out of here without touching the webs, we will use the next grapple point. And too late.
Here we go.
Okay, so now I'm a Tonka. Cool. Okay, so what was I going to say? Oh, there's a sturdy chest over here, by the way. If you just jump onto this slab of rock, or, well, I went this way last time I tried, but I can't even jump. Okay. Being a Tonka isn't that easy, I guess. Anyway, if you jump on top of that rock, you will get to a different sturdy chest, or another sturdy chest. Okay, so once we rescue the 4th miner...
That's everyone here. Let's keep this cart moving.
you get progress. Cart guided forward.
They're behind us. Watch out.
And you get ambushed. So you can see there's 2 groups. Let's try and avoid that.
I don't have a target. I require a
Let's
target.
get people out of here.
Found a bit of gold!
And throughout the dungeon, Bran will give you gold, and if you run into any other items, he will share with you as well. Okay, so next we rescue 5 miners. Now, I didn't have to stealth. So that was what I meant. Freshly mined. We got some Accurite, or however you pronounce that. So that was over here, but I don't have cattle guard mining. Okay, over here we have a hidden thingamajig. And it is a strange disturbance. Now, let me just check. I should be safe. And there we go. We get a rare. Well, am I this time? Oh yeah. Anyway, let's avoid that cone. Stun this fella.
I must get closer.
There we go, executed by Bran.
Look around! There's treasure here!
And indeed, like Bran said, some treasure has dropped. So this one is a bouncy shroom. Now we can get several different things to interact with depending on what rare we get. This time I get fungal footpads. Allows you to double jump. Each time you double jump, you are healed for 6. Not sure, I think that's 6% of your health or something. Over 3 seconds.
That's more like it!
And since we don't really get heals as a rogue, other than this Crimson Vial, this power is very useful. Okay, over here we have another Earthen, so we will have to kill these. Just think. Actually, there's no real point for me to sap that one, because you get some AoE damage anyway.
Too far away.
Okay, so this is something from Bran. He has an ability that gives you, sometimes spawns an egg, and we will soon see what that does. Anyway, okay, it already happened. It spawns a dinosaur. This mine provides for Freywold. What do we do now? Okay, so over here we have another gravel point, as well as over there. I'm gonna go for that one because I want to stealth. And if I jump into a lot of those, I won't be able to stealth. And he's just gonna get us a lot of ads. Or they are gonna get us a lot of ads. Rubians.
Champion, you're getting stronger!
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, okay. So this is a feature that is new with this expansion, hero talents. I wasn't actually going to get into those, but new hero talent point available. Okay, so, but let's do that anyway. So once you hit level 71, you get access to hero talents. So I either get Deathstalker or Fatebound, and I didn't actually play a rogue yet, so I'm not sure what I should be choosing. Harbingers of Death, Deathstalker, strike from the shadows to bring a swift end to their targets, or Fatebound. The Fatebound eagerly act as the hand of fate, sowing chaos into well-laid plans. Guided by the whims of a flipped Fatebound coin, they deliver the ending their enemies are destined for, the ending they deserve. Okay, so actually I'm gonna leave that for another time. I'm gonna do that out of the video because I want to make a good choice. And you can find these things online. with suggestions what to pick anyway. I could use a few cinder brews after this. And I just saw something that I had not run into so far. You can see something shining over here, which is a mislaid curiosity. Now these do respawn throughout delves, but they are not as rewarding as the sturdy chests. So this time I get some money. Sometimes you get some companion experience for Bran. Where? Oh, over here. I was going to say, where is Bran? And you can get some resources as well, I think. So that's what this mislaid curiosity means, or what it is.
They'll maybe using that one.
Alright, so over here we have another trapped earthen. We were working here when the Nerubians swarmed us. Come to think of it, I didn't actually point out, so I am now a Vrykul. Cool little thing, trinket. Okay, so I could have used the grapple point. I chose to stealth and take this one out.
We'll move ahead. Meet us up above.
Yes, sir. So all the earthen that had been captured now made their way up the slope. And as long as we don't get stealth detection, nope. Or at least as long as they don't get stealth detection, you can just sneak past. Okay, speak with Pivk at the upper level.
Speak freely. No directive needed.
We rescued the rest of the miners, but we're still at risk as long as the Nerubians' general remains. Let's push forward together and shut down these aggressors. Let's get this cart moving. I'll keep you safe.
Turning to task. Goodbye.
So we guide the cart forward. As you can see, I'm getting smashed by the wheels, but no problem.
Another ambush. This must be how they captured the others.
And we get ambushed once again.
Get out of the way!
Now avoid that AoE, because we'll get feared.
All right. New directives. You take out the Nerubians ahead, and we'll follow behind.
Okay.
There's treasure close by.
Why is there... okay. He's partially inside the wall. Anyway, I'm not sure. Web chest. Okay. So we will have to take out these Nerubian groups in order to progress throughout the delve. Or through the delve, I mean. As soon as I attack this one, we'll probably get attacked by... this one as well. As you can see, I'm still a hoarder.
Time to go all out!
Okay, so that one didn't actually go for us, but he will probably now. Oh, he didn't. Okay, peculiar. So Brandon actually pulled them. Or it. We get out of the way of that. So we can charge. Well, past us. So this is the web chest I saw on the minimap. Let's open that in a minute, but we will get aggroed by this one. If we don't move. So they are stuck in between the Nerubians and nothing happens.
I'm out of range.
Makes sense. Okay. Our friend Bran is already kicking their ass. Another mislaid curiosity. Come on. Don't want to step into the webs. Come on. Really? Okay.
Those webs will summon Nerubians.
And that's what
Stand in
happens.
them.
If you stand in them. How am I? Oh, I'm in combat. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the web treasure or web chest. Perfect shield. When your health drops below 25%, gain immunity to all damage, harmful effects, knockbacks and forced movement effects for 10 seconds.
That's more like it.
Okay, that sounds great. So as you can see, there's grapple points, I mean, not webbed hook shots. So there's grapple points here and there. That's bad English. So there's grapple points spread throughout the dungeon, throughout the delve.
The treasure room is up ahead. We'll wait for you to clear the area first.
Okay, and over here we find a abandoned restoration point, which unlocks a respawn point. Okay, let's have Bren mine this bismuth. Freshly mined. Oh, and there's another mislaid curiosity hidden behind these boxes. Okay, so our new objective is to defeat Web General Ab Enar. Like the what was his name, Pivk, like the Earthen said, we will have to take out the general if you want to get out of this delve. And we looted an immature spiderling. Okay, that's weird. We're pickpocketing their young.
I'm out of range.
Right. Come over here. Okay. So far so good. I'm just thinking about the length of this video. Not progressing as fast as I thought I would. Oh well, we'll see. Yeah, no pockets to pick, that makes sense. We must ensure the coreway is never repaired. That's Queen's Guard Xerix again.
They'll never be using that move.
I must get closer. Too far away.
You had to dodge, buddy. Okay, and over here we can find Web General Ab Enar, who is conveniently positioned on some crossroads from these rails. Okay, so I guess I'll tell you as we go. Yeah, so as this is a tier 1, its health is not really high. So let's go.
I must get closer.
Oh yeah, before I start. Didn't I have... I guess not. Okay, never mind. Of Agony, let's drop that because we will get a debuff. Oh, and stun doesn't work, of course. Now, once this happens, you get out of the way of the cart, and you will be facing the direction in which the cart will be moving. So that is how to avoid getting hit by it. Now, depending on how long you take to kill it, you might actually get that phase a few times. So next is Treasure Found.
I'll give you a hand with this one.
There we go, Bran opens the gate, and they should be coming right in. Earthen we rescued. And here they are celebrating. And our final objective is to exit the delve with Leave Obot after collecting rewards, which is optional. As you can see, there's piles of gold, which you can't pick up. It's not really a lot, but well. And we got an achievement called You're Getting a Delve. Complete a delve. Alright, so at the end of every delve you get reward. So we... Oh yeah, okay. We had to complete the Earthscroll Mines objectives, as well as find the Earthscroll Mines treasure. Now, finally, we... well, after we left, we speak to Bran Bronzebeard outside the Delve. Rattling bag of gold. 4 gold. Viridian Charm Cap. Long lost choker. Okay, that's an upgrade. Nice. New necklace. Alright, so after you looted the Delve, there's also a possibility for you to get... that's not coming out correctly. There's also the possibility of getting an extra chest here. Let's zoom out a second. Can't actually see it right now on this map. Let's just cheat a little bit. Just want to show you something. Aww. I don't get to show you. Okay, I can't really remember what it's called. But every day a specific delve will be buffed and you will get the chance to use a restored coffer key, which will probably be something we'll run into later on in the next videos. So you can use that restored coffer key and get an extra reward of higher eye level. Oops. I'm just gonna zoom in. No, that one isn't. Yeah, I guess we'll run into that later on. Anyway, let's leave. So use this to get to the start of the delve, and then we just leave. Now we speak to Bran.
Inquiring minds just got to know.
Woo, what an adventure! And we saved those Earthen too. What will he do now?
There's more to explore out there, and you know me, can't resist a good cave.
And then he goes off for his next adventure. Guess I should have used a more high-pitched voice. Anyway, we make our way back to Freywold Village.
In this...
Keeper's beard. The quarry is overrun with Fungarians.
And whose fault is that? Your edict is to protect the Isle, not just the city and not just the Oathsworn.
So if you checked the previous video, the first part, you will have learned that Belgrim would be going to the quarry to get some materials to repair the coreway. So apparently they are the cave, the quarry has been overrun with Fungarians. Okay, we speak to Adelgon. Sometimes they pronounce it Adelgon, sometimes Adelgon. I have no idea what the correct pronunciation is.
Speak freely and honestly.
So after you complete the delve and come back to Adelgon, you get to complete the quest called Delve into the Earth. Thank you for saving my people from the Nerubians. And you unlock access to Delve Companion. Bran Bronzebeard permanently joins your party while in Delves.
As you will.
A natural remedy. We stabilized most of the injured, but many of the Earthen you saved need more help. Nerubians often fight with corrosive poisons that eats away even our stone bodies. Fungarian flesh has long been used by our healers for its medicinal powers. The Fungarian takeover of the quarry is one unexpected boon to our situation, one we will adapt to. Aelgon looks grimly proud, one we will adapt to, as the Unbound always do. But I can't leave Eben aside. Will you help me? Collect 10 Fungarian chunks in the Orcrag.
Come back and share your experiences.
And now Belgrim has a quest as well. Building blocks. The quarry is overrun with Fungarians. All of the mining tunnels are collapsed, and we do not have time to clear them out and rebuild. However, I did spy a good amount of ore on the ground on the way here. It would be a start at repairing the coreway, but... Belgrim sighs and grimly looks at the injured Unbound Earthen. I am needed here. With Adelgon's people. My people. Will you gather the ore in my stead? Collect 20 glittering ore in the ore crack.
May the Titans, Outlander, you gather the ore. Edelgon, how can I help?
That's the first time you've asked that question. But you can start by helping the injured.
And then he moves over to Tregor and Findorn. Tregor's body is crisscrossed with cracks and Nerubian poison has almost corroded away his hands and feet. Wow. However, fresh and thick mud paste holds him together. And then there's Findorn. Findorn's face is a mass of webs. Pale, dull eyes peek out, but they blink once slowly at you. Okay, so we now head west for the quarry, which is right over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna aim for one of these big piles. Do miss Bran already. Whoops. Okay, so we got 2 Fungarian chunks. I'm still dealing damage even though he's dead. Fungarian chunks. Some more intact than others. The chunks feel velvety and give slightly under pressure. Again, over here we can see an unsorted ore pile. Glittering ore. Streaks of ruby red shine through primarily slate rock. This ore is perfect for earthen refinement. And that is how you get the items you need for this or these quests. Okay, so you can find the ore from these piles as well as small fragments spread throughout the area. Alright, as you can see, the wildlife is fighting with the Fungarians as well. Let's avoid that one because he's using an AoE. Okay, ooh, that's a rare. Okay, Rustful Titan Cap. Not sure if I can take it. Does it give? Oh yeah, it does give what I need. So let's try. Right, so far so good. Whoops. Nope. One. Okay. That worked out better than expected. Cuffs of the Titan Cap, which is a nice upgrade. Okay. I do love that. So it's a good thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to check that out. So it's a good thing we killed this rare. Nah, that doesn't look nice. Anyway, stat wise, oh yeah, nice. We do want the upgrade. Alright, and we get this one as well. 15k extra health and 13k extra health. Okay. Enough time wasted, let's move on. So they're still fighting over here. Going to avoid getting into that fight. Let's interrupt that. Right, now let's pick up this fragment. Okay, that's a little bit slower than I expected. Alrighty then. Kill times aren't optimal. Aww. Hey, where did that damage come from? Alrighty then. It's mail. Can't use mail. More mail. Pum 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 pum. So I primarily want the ore because I will be getting a lot of Hungarian chunks anyway. Wherever I go. I'm going to have to CC these if I want to loot them. So I'm going to invalid target. Oh, okay, that's inconvenient. Sounds as if they're dying all the time. Okay, that's enough Hungarian chunks. Now I will be... Oh, would these be the ones dying? Whatever. Yeah, apparently so. Alright, actually never went this way. Oh, the rare is back as well. Aha, another pile of ore over there. And here as well. Oh, see you there, buddy. Okay, 15 out of 20, 16, 17.
I can't attack that target.
So, as I was saying, 18.
I'm out of range.
I kind of forgot to scroll back. Alrighty then. Now let me just alt-tab for 1 second. Where am I looking at? Come on, I can't actually... Okay. Okay, so I might not make the 1 hour count, but for this time I'll have to cross the threshold of
season,
1 hour.
The Unbound adorn their
Well,
ramrods
threshold is the
with
right
power.
word, but well.
I speak for the Unbound.
Please.
But they have no master.
Actually, let me speak to Belgrim first.
What is your query?
Collect as much ore as you can. The Corway is still my priority, but these injured need immediate help.
We are the bedrock. We are the foundation.
It is not much, but this ore should help stabilize the Corway. With Edelgon's help, we will be able to reclaim the quarry and its mines and establish a supply line with Dorngal.
Be vigilant.
Greetings, Outlander.
Please, hurry. The Nerubian poison will deal irreversible damage given enough time. If it erodes enough of their frame or seeps into their memory gem, then we may not be able to save them.
Conversation terminated.
You brought back more than I expected. Thank you. Now I will make the poultice.
Go where you will.
Echoes of compassion. The last thing I expected today was to see Belgrim, much less receive his help. But I guess since the Corway was damaged, he has no choice. I do not know how to compute this. It is only logical to accept it. Edelgard begins crushing the Fungarian flesh roughly in her stone hands. It becomes a masticated pulp disturbingly quickly. Here, mix this with mud and apply it to the injured. Heal 5 earthen denizens in Freywold village.
This poultice can mend even our stone bodies. Belgrim, your help is appreciated.
You were right. I have been remiss in fulfilling my edict. Now the Coreway lies in ruin. I need your help, Edelgard. Just like you needed mine.
Alright, so there's exactly 5 injured earthen to be healed. And after you heal them, they bow graciously before you.
I need Findorn and Tregor brought to the pool.
Okay, we pick up Findorn. I do wonder what this will look like, because I'm actually shorter than an earthen. Carry Findorn to the pool. He shrunk! Okay. Findorn placed in pool.
Good. Now for Ebona.
Ebona assessed. So I think I already read this in the previous video. How is Ebona doing?
She's fading.
My Stormrook can take her to Dornegal. Perhaps the healers there can help.
Belgrim, thank you.
And then Zarin flies off to Dornegal.
I will answer your queries.
Oh, there's a typo in there. Edelgard appraises Moira, Belgrim, and finally you.
Thank you. It's been a long time since I've received help from Outlanders, or the Oathsworn.
Follow what...
Okay, that doesn't look good. More Nerubians.
Have you heard anything I need to know?
The Proscenium.
The Nerubians are attacking the Earthen again. We must follow that swarm. I fear we are outnumbered, but if the Earthen can come together and stand with us, we may just have a chance.
Journey to the Proscenium in the Isle of Dorn.
If you hear anything I know,
Take one of the rams, Belgrim. It's no Stormrook, but it's faster than going on foot.
I have never ridden one, but how difficult can it... Whoa there!
I'll bring the Unbound to the Coreway. We'll meet you in Dornegal.
Whoa there! And I just realized I was mixing up accents again with Moira. Anyway, we fly off to the northeast, follow the waypoint for 1.6 yards. 1.6k yards. I'm gonna skip those, but yeah, we got some interactables on the way over to the Proscenium.
These damn bugs! They're attacking our injured!
Okay,
The edicts are my guide.
there you are. I am glad you have arrived in one piece. I am not so lucky. The ram beast Edelgard gave me. Those creatures should have never been tamed, let alone ridden. I will be glad when Zarin returns.
Conversation terminated.
So, if he didn't arrive in one piece, then what are his injuries like?
well, I'm listening.
And where are they? They're wounded! The Nerubians are kicking the Earthen when they're down! Moira suddenly points to the center of the battlefield.
There, in the middle. Is that Syrinx? Again? And Illyria? Oh, mountain strength be with me. We've got to help them.
You may take your leave.
I follow the Council's directives.
The cavalry is here. Belgrim quakes with fury. These cursed Nerubians attacking a tree outside. So many wounded and defenseless. And yet, it looks like, what's happening? Why are things flashing over here? Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, these cursed Nerubians attacking a tree outside, so many wounded and defenseless. And yet, it looks like you Outlanders are putting up a fight. Let's grind every last one of the bugs back into the ground. Repel the Nerubian attack at the proscenium.
I have work. I must defend my people.
Where's she going?
I hope Dagran and Mada are okay. Let's go.
Okay, she's supposed to be running this way. Oh, she's back. Now she'll run that. What? Okay, something weird is going on. Anyway, we got another quest over here with Rembrandt.
Communication and... sorry. Hello.
Fire in the hole. Who are you? But of course, another Outlander. I'm Windbrand, tamer of Cinderbeasts and creator of Cinderbrew. Windbrand squares himself up as if you should be impressed. I had brought barrels of Cinderbrew to help the injured. I thought drinking it would ease their pain, but for most it just caused more burning pain. I refuse to let my brew go to waste. Maybe it can be weaponized. The Nerubians are just bugs after all, organic and flammable. This barrow here is a perfect test subject. Use Cinderbrew to repel the Nerubian attack in the proscenium.
Pick up that Cinderbrew keg. I have an idea.
Cinderbrew keg picked up.
Now, toss it in there.
Bottle of Cinderbrew. Toss a bottle of highly explosive mead.
Ha! I knew it would work. Let's light them up.
Okay. Huh. That's quite explosive. Okay, so I'm gonna go for these barrows straight away, because, well, there's only 3 of those, and this has a progress bar, so chances are, while I'm going for these barrows, I will be getting the kills and the progress either way. Okay, I'm just gonna... You can see this one is patrolling. I'm gonna make sure we don't get tree. Attacked by tree, I mean.
Too far away.
Righty then. Okay, so now destroy this burrow. Alright. Now I'm just gonna go sneak past the entire army over here. Okay, and as you can see, there is another burrow over here. So this is where we are. Actually, I should have shown you the map earlier. So this is where we were at the start of this video, Freywold Village. Right. Lastly, let's head for the 3rd burrow. After that, we can kill at our heart's pleasure.
Hold on! Help is on the way!
And Anduin is here to rescue trapped earthen denizens.
Find cover, quickly!
And as you destroy that burrow, a Nerubian pops up. And Anduin has left our side. Hey, buddy! Your help is welcome, you know. want to sell some of these drops.
You come get the voodoo.
And as you might have seen, I was getting damage, or dealing damage again, something that died already. 441, when did I do? Guess I upgraded, I didn't notice. Anyway,
Spirits be with you,
let's go. There's killing to be done. Whoops, wrong button. Why? As I pushed the wrong button, I lost my stealth.
I must get closer.
Okay, so we now made it to 50%. Why am I still... Oh, I'm still damaging that burrow. What? Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's see if we can get out of its line of sight. What? Okay, I really need to pull that one closer. There we go. Because it was too close to other Nerubians. Righty then. So we are getting closer, but I can remember that some actually close to Illyria as well, so let's head over there. Start getting some kills over here, so we don't have to run too far to get to Illyria. Oh, that one is attacking me too now.
Too far away.
Some of our Sun Reaver buddies.
I need to target something first.
Okay. When you check up on Illyria, well, the time at which you do it doesn't really matter. You can do it at the start of this quest too. So I'm gonna do it right now.
I will crush you. I will crush all of you. Nerubians, rise!
Where is she? Where is Zalatath? She must suffer for what she has done.
The core way is severed. You will never reach the Harbinger.
And then Illyria is gone again. Alright. So one more kill and we are done.
I'm out of range.
There we go. We now regroup with Belgrim and Windbrand in the upper stance of the Proscenium, which is right over here. Okay. Let's speak with Windbrand first. What am I... What's going on? Okay. That's some slow movement. That's better. Still in combat. Oh well.
Do you require aid?
Belgrim is covered head to toe in Nerubian ichor and blood. Good work. Good, gruesome work.
Fly high, strike true.
What path brought you here?
Mountains follow me. That was incredible. And to think that we've been drinking the stuff. Right?
Returning to task. Goodbye.
Best mind your manners in the presence of a queen.
Convergence. We know the Nerubians are in league with Zalatath, and we have a fair idea why they attacked us. And Dalaran. They seem bent on destroying the Earthen, even kicking them when they're down. But why? Is it because the coreway is the key and destroying it wasn't enough? Maybe what we're doing here, repairing the coreway, is just what they didn't want us to do. We should head back to Dornagal and try to piece this together. Return to Foundation Hall in Dornagal. And as a reward, we get a piece of armor, as well as, in this case, resonance crystals. But if you complete this quest for the first time, you will get a reputation with the Council of Dornagal, which is the faction on the Isle of Dorn. And if I'm not mistaken, it should be 2500 reputation that you get the first time you complete this quest.
May your hammers.
They're retreating. Your cinder brew makes for quite the weapon, Wenbrand.
Meet us at the Foundation Hall, champion. The fight against the Nerubians is far from over.
And then they disappear. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, I should have used that as well. Anyway, back at Foundation Hall, Dornagal, we regroup.
I am glad you're back, Adelgon. The council is needed here in Dornagal more than ever.
It is time we stand as one and strike back against the Nerubians.
Okay, first let's speak with the others.
The edicts must be followed.
The future is still an unknown value, but with Adelgon back and Brinth here in the High Speaker's stead, the council is as it has been for thousands of years. I never thought I'd witness this before I entered Stasia's Lock. Our next act is to clear the coreway to assist the machine speakers and their new allies as they pursue the Nerubians and this Zalatath.
Conversation terminated. Pity.
Belgrim is oddly quiet. His usual performative confidence is subdued. Even for an Earthen, he is very still. Edelgon delivered on her promise to return and help us. And so, here we are, an effective council with all our peoples back together and their interests represented. Together, we will make sure the Earthen are never again taken by surprise.
May the edicts guide you.
I really hope they don't expect me to go back to my job as stonebound. I'd trade the steamy stills of my brewery for the heart of the forge grounds any day. Though I'm sure if I just offered everyone Cinderbrew, they'd forget what my job used to be.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
The Nerubians have made a mess of the coreway, but Dornagal was already in a bad state. I can tell where the cracks are and the substandard repairs that have been made. The Oathsworn needed us back more and earlier than they let on. Edelgon chuckles. It's a stony but bright sound, like pebbles tumbling into a stream. It all just makes me want to work again. Even in Freywold, I wanted to build for my people. And now that we're all in Dornagal once more, I guess I will again, for all of them. She smiles faintly. Let's get started then. The coreway's main supports are barely stable. We need to start repairs. Now.
Heed the call of the
And finally, Speaker Brinth. Merrick's called me to the Foundation Hall so that we may deliberate on our next steps as a council. Speaker Brinth nods at Edelgon. I am glad to see the Stormward return. Edelgon was a fair and just Stormward. I would have liked to see a similar leader for my own people. As standing representative of the machine speakers, I will represent their will as best I can. And as the way is cleared, I will go down to the Ringing Deeps myself and ascertain the status of my people and the High Speaker.
May your cogs hold true.
The Earthen Council is reunited. Hopefully they can put the past aside and get the quarry repaired. Then hopefully they'll help us with the Nerubians and Zelatath.
The three hammers stand as one.
And there we go, we have finally completed the chapter called Earthen Fissures, which is part of the Isle of Dorn achievement. Alright, so, before we get any further, yeah, I'm already past 1 hour, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's summarize what we did in this chapter. We started by rescuing Earthen civilians and clearing the rubble throughout the city. During this quest we found a memory gem. We then reported into the archive, which is a place where the final memories of Earthen are stored via their memory gem. Next we explored several key locations in Dornegal, after which we reported in at Foundation Hall to discuss retaliation against the Nerubians. Merrick explains that the Council of Dornegal used to consist of 4 wards. After the Titans left, the Stone Ward, or Unbound, left and abandoned the edicts, while the High Speaker secluded himself in the Ringing Deeps. They must unite to repair Dornegal and the Coreway, as well as strike back against the Nerubians. Apparently the only Earthen capable of repairing the Coreway are the Unbound. We set out to find Edelgon, the former Stone Ward, who had gone south after leaving the Council. Moira offered to be a liaison to mend relations between the Earthen if Belgrim would speak with her. When we arrived, we found out the Unbound had been attacked by the Nerubians as well. We spoke to Edelgon and a cutscene appeared in which Belgrim and Edelgon were pointing fingers at each other. Moira tried to defuse the situation by pointing out that they both were being attacked by the same enemy. Edelgon told us that she can't help out with repairing the Coreway and Dornegal because she needs to tend to the wounded among the Unbound. Some of her people were kidnapped before the Nerubians made their way to the nearby mines. Apparently another dwarf rushed after them to help the Earthen. Edelgon then asks us to go to the mines and save her people while Belgrim makes his way to the quarry by himself. It turns out that this helpful dwarf was in fact Bran Bronzebeard. We prepared to enter a delve, which is a new feature introduced in this expansion. We learned of these delves while we met with Bran at Dornegal, so during the so-called tour. And basically, delves are like smaller versions of dungeons. Once inside, we were tasked to rescue the Earthen that were taken hostage by the Nerubians and deal with them. The Nerubians, I mean. We found the leader of the Earthen and helped him traverse the mines while saving the miners. All of them would stay behind us in a cart so that they could easily and safely travel. At the end of the mines, we learned how Queensguard Zyrix was behind the attack on the mines, explaining to the leader of the Nerubians that they had to ensure the Corey is never repaired. We then took out the leader and completed the delve. Upon our return to Freywold Village, we saw that Belgrim had returned, saying that the quarry had been overrun by Fungarians. Edelgon said that this might actually be useful, as the, and I quote, flesh of the Fungarians can be used to neutralize the poison that Nerubians use. Belgrim in turn asked us to collect ore at the overrun quarry, so that it could be used to repair the Coreway. So when we finished our tasks, Edelgon made some poultices from that same Fungarian flesh to help the injured Earthen. She also expressed her appreciation for Belgrim's help. He in turn admits that he was wrong to neglect the Unbound Earthen. After we healed some of the injured Earthen and carried 2 severely wounded ones to the mineral pools, we observed a swarm of Nerubians flying towards Dornegal. Hoping the Earthen would now work together, we chased the Nerubians to the Proscenium. Over there we saw how Queensguard Zyrix was leading the Nerubians to attack injured people that were being treated over at this location. Illyria was already confronting him as we arrived. In the meantime, Belgrim, Moira and our character each went our separate ways to help out at the site. We also spoke to Windbrand, who had tried using Cinderbrew as a cure. As this didn't seem to work, we had to experiment with it as a weapon to destroy Nerubian burrows. And while we were doing all of this, we ran into Anduin, who had rushed in to help as well. After dealing with the Nerubians, we finally returned to Dornegal. There, we saw that the council was complete once more, and they were debating on how to move forward. Okay, so that's it for this chapter. I would like to thank you for watching, and in the next video, we'll go through the final chapter of the Isle of Dorn campaign called The First Blow. Until then, I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope you will check out this next video as well. See ya!